Testing. I think you guys can hear me. We'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't need that. It's bouncing right near this 21,003. Yeah, it's pretty cool here how it, yeah, we're at the 03. Let's see what's going to happen here. Yeah, look at that. Not too much energy in the market right now. There was a nice short. This, I'd say, 107-ish or even 90 if you're conservative. Cool. Ooh, look at that snap down. Oh man. Is it just gonna sell off for a minute here? Might not work. I'm just I'm already done trading, so I'm just curious if this is a fake out. This is all green here. Interesting. I don't really like shorting right now in between get levels. So as like a practice trade, yeah, see, I'm gonna get out of it. Well, I might stay in it. Definitely not a high probability short here, but it is working out for a second here. But I don't love this short. That's why I'm in demo mode, because I don't like it. The short would have been way earlier. Man, that'd have been a nice short of the up here. I think I got into the short a little late to the party, but we'll see. We shall see. There's no reason to go long just yet, but It's kind of tricky. This is the time of day where it could flip back up pretty easily. It could bounce because that pre-market was mostly bullish. So I'm definitely not loving the short right now. So that's why I'm in practice mode. And yeah, I was up a little bit there, but I didn't love it. I caught this nice long earlier pre-market. I think, yeah, this is where I got long here, I got long right here, and yeah, I was done for the day. But we'll see if a level can show up to make something interesting. That short actually might have worked, but really I like to be with my entries to be near the GAN levels, not in this middle of no man's land myself. But actually that short actually did probably did all right, but just not a fan of it right now. What is it, 952? So we'll see what's going to happen here. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, great morning from earlier, and just trying out, kind of demoing this new volume analysis indicator along with my other new ones that I just published today. So pretty cool stuff. Look at these cells. Pretty kick-ass. Buy signals, kick-ass. Look at these cells. I mean, yeah, I got in late, just when I started this, but I was making a video. I definitely would have, taken that short off that 124. I mean, you got so much. Look at these volume bars and the cell. Look at that. I mean, you're gonna get 2 GAN levels, But I was already done trading, so. But that would have been amazing. That would have been. I mean, it's typical NQ fashion that it sells off right after it opens, which is like classic NQ lately. It sells off right. I mean, right. 5 minutes in, it sells off. I mean, it's been doing that forever. It's just maybe not every day, but it feels like multiple days it just sells off. It's almost comical. It's hilarious. So yeah, that would have been the trade of the day. You get the sell with the volume, and you get almost a full GAN. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You're done. So yeah, I mean, for me, I was done. I caught this long, and it was perfect. I got what I wanted out of the market. So for me, pretty, 1 or 2 trades, I was done. But yeah, it just sold off hard again at the open. Jeez. Oh man, NQ. Just when everybody's like, oh, we'll be on a nice bullish run, and then just freaking sucks all these longs. I mean, look at all those buy orders, just destroyed everybody in just 5 minutes basically. Well, maybe a little longer. 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the open, just wiped away all these longs, classic. So now you have, I'm sure people are trying to buy in right now, but I'd like to see more confirmations. Look at this, it's coming down to this daily GAN here almost. It's getting close to it, or closer to it. Still a ways to go. I think in our sell here. Yeah, my sell would have worked. Oh man, that's classic. I mean, beautiful, right? I mean, I don't know, amazing. Perfect price action, I think. Just clean and easy for. Again, if I wasn't making a video, I should have known better. But I was already done. But it's just funny to me. Just really good trading. I mean, it looks beautiful. I almost got to get rid of this thing in a way. Just clean it up. I mean, look at these cells. I mean, just man, look at it. It just tapped. Yeah, it could easily blow through that, but man, look at that. I love daily GAN levels. Yeah, you could change it to the 1 hour or 4 hour to get more data points, but I like the best trades of the day, and that's what the daily GANs give you, the best trades of the day. over and over again. You know, look at it, it's pushing down through it. Man, perfect Monday. Man, unbelievable. Sweet Monday. So yeah, I hope you guys, are trading well. Caught some shorts or took the long like I did early in the day. But look at these shorts. Oh man, it's so awesome. Oh man. Oh, it's so awesome. It is just a thing of beauty. It's like effortless trading. You don't have to try that hard. You just wait for your levels and just play it smart. I was in this short and even in demo I was scared. I was like, oh, but I was in between the demo or the GAN lines. But look at that. It's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I love GAN levels. They make me laugh almost every day. It's hilarious. Yeah, dude. There's a guy in my Discord. Big time, dude. It's amazing. Amazing, right? Magical GAN trading. Seriously. It's just every day. I don't know. I think I only had 2 bad days, and that was 2 back-to-back Fridays where I was fighting the trend. But other than that, I've been killing at these GAN levels. I don't know. It's been months now. Just unbelievable. You know what I mean? Just not taking on too much risk or anything. Just playing your levels. I don't know. It's just been unbelievable. So I don't know how many people are watching have my indicators, or I hate to say mine because GAN is the genius behind it. I just riding his coattails. I'm not that smart. I wish I was. But look, it's nice. I'm not saying to go long here, but look at that. Right, almost on the money. It stalls at 2.8, 208, 58. Where else are you going to find a number that you just have to be aware of, right? You got to look at it. Kind of blew through this, but then it stopped and retraced at 03. Kind of blew through 58, and now we're just kind of sitting here. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know. Yeah, I hope more people try these out. It's so helpful to use these levels to trade. Man, it just makes trading so much more relaxing, and I wouldn't say easy. It's never easy. It's usually obviously more difficult if you're over leveraging, and then you're like sweating bullets, praying the market will go in your favor. But look at that. See, there was no reason to go long, and look at this, freaking just snaps down another daily GAN. It's unbelievable. It's just, that is amazing. Jeez. Oh man, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's funny because it's just freaking awesome. You know what I mean? Especially when you're on the right side of the market. If you're battling that, then it sucks. I get that. We've all been there trying to catch these lows, which, someone could say, oh, I'm going to buy at the daily GAN. Well, there was no volume node. There was nothing to tell you to go long there. And it could have worked, but I like the best trades of the day. The best trades of the day is when everything lines up in your favor. So early in the day, when it's hitting 1, 2, 4, for how many times did it just never get above? Look at this. I don't know how long. Let's go back. Did it ever get above 1, 2, 4 all night? I don't think it did. Right? Look at that. So that's what's so cool about this. It's battling pre-market. That's I'm going long. I'm going long here, knowing that's why I got out. I took this buy and then I just scalped up. I thought it might have a chance, but eventually it did. Right at the open, it snapped to 1, 2, 4, and then look at that, right on the freaking dime, it sold off. So it killed the lungs, right? Just destroyed them. I mean, it's just crazy in the flash, like I talked about. Just amazing. So then now, this nice sweet moves here, and then now we're kind of in a little trickier, I'd say, price action because it snapped down almost on the dime to 745. So now the question is, if you didn't catch this move now, well, to me, you got to wait, because I guess you could scalp off this 5.8 a little bit, because everything's red still. But NQ loves to snap around, so it's kind of like this is trading is always tricky, but I'd say it's trickier at this time frame right now. If you didn't catch the earlier right at the open, really you should be done. Honestly, if you're trading the way I trade, when you catch a good level, and knowing that your risk is right, up here at the 136 level-ish, and if you're wrong, you're done for that time frame. But if you're right and you're catching this, you're not fighting this garbage. You caught the clean move. Now you could maybe leave a couple of contracts on, but why tempt fate? If you caught this many ticks, you're done. Don't fuck around. You know what I mean? It's not for me. That's me. This is a business, right? Like, you don't just randomly do shit. You have a plan, and you get out. You take your freaking profit, and I don't mean to be mad, but like, you don't mess around. You know what I mean? At least I don't anymore. As much as I like to plan everything. And if I get my plan, which is a freaking a full GAN there, dude, that's freaking perfect. Now, you could have another contract and you could scalp down, but now it's playing some games. So, if I was you guys and caught that short, dude, you're done. Adios. Go do something else. Or, learn, practice. But don't give anything back, That's why I was in demo mode when I shorted here, and, it snapped back. I mean, and I was like, oh, let's get out because I'm in the middle of a GAN level. But look, it would have been amazing. But, I was in practice mode, and I didn't like it because it was green. It was green, and then it was like this. I'm practicing with these volume bars, but then look at the signal that came in, and it was awesome. So, but again, I was practicing, and I didn't like it. So that was me, though. I don't know why. In demo mode, I've gotten to the point where demo feels like real to me because I try to do things the way I do it if I was in a real trade. So, looking back, why did I get out? Everything was just so clear, but at that moment, I didn't like it. So, if I would have, caught it right at the my favorite levels, then I would have been so anxious about it. So that's where, in a real life trade, I would have no, I don't like it. I'm out. So I try to make my demo trading as real as possible. You can't outthink your mind totally. You just can't, right? When it's real money, changes everything. But if you're leveraging right, like you're not going full, I'll go full contact tracks when I'm trying to pass an eval, but I for sure won't do it in the middle of a range, like a level. Like if I'm going to go full throttle, I like to have a little bit of buffer room, but then, like last night, I went 10 contracts, but I had a buffer zone, and so, when you're trying to pass an eval, I'm way more aggressive. Now, when I'm on my funding accounts, I never do that. I never go full throttle with a funded account. So, I think it's a humble brag, but passing an eval is way different, mentality than growing an account, because growing an account, right, you get stung. Eval, it sucks. You can do a reset. Well, resetting a funded account really sucks because that's not even a reset. That just means your account's gone, right? Same thing with eval account's gone, but it's different, right? It's just a reset. So it's just I don't like to reset funded accounts. It's too painful. You put too much time in. Usually it takes you 2 weeks to do it right. Well, minus like this one, you can do it in a day. But most of the times, by the time you get it funded, it takes you, like with Blue Sky, the first stage takes 3 or 4 days. I think it's 4. And then when they send you to Blue Live, it's still SIM, but that's money that goes into your brokerage account. That takes you 4 days. So that's still 2 weeks of work. So I just hate to throw away 2 full weeks. So let's say you get to your live account, and if you over leverage, all of a sudden, you're one mistake, it's gone. You know what I mean? Like I don't like that. It's just too much work. Tony, man, what's up, dude? Did I miss you? You're probably a paid member, right? I apologize. I don't remember. If you're paid, dude, just email me your if you join the monthly program, dude, I'll add you. So yeah, I apologize, dude. You can email me. I know you've because I'm an affiliate link, so you have the free ones now. I just don't know if you joined the monthly. Yeah, Dean, welcome, dude. If you're an early one, then you'll always have access to these. Let me refresh this. So early one, you'll always have access to these, always. So you'll always have access to the main. You'll always have access to these signals and to the version 6, and then my levels. So these will always be free to you as a founding member, always. Like they'll never be taken from you. Anything new though, so like, and I just because these are getting to be such premium, so yeah, it's only $25 a month. You'll still get access to these, but I had to go to a somewhat of a paid model because this just takes so much time. So I know it. I appreciate you being a founding member, but the newer ones are they're only $25 a month right now. Eventually they'll be more like $100. To be honest. The next phase will be 47. They were 47. I'm doing, an early, for people like you that have been around forever, 2 months, 3 months, $25 a month to have access to my even more robust ones. But again, you don't, as you know, Tony, you don't need to have them, right? That's the thing. Like, and I was just trying to be like cool about it in a way. Like, these indicators are free. The ones that as founding members, like, they're freaking awesome. Like you don't have to have, like as long as you have your levels and you have confirmation, like all day long. Like I don't even need confirmation half the time, right? Confirmation's great, but give me a level. I don't even need the version pro. I can trade off. You can go to any, like if you don't want to pay $25 a month, I get it. But you'll always have access to these this is the cornerstone of what I do. And then you just find if you don't want to pay, I get it, right? But if you do, cool. But if you don't, just use the levels, find an awesome confirmation tool, and that way you don't have to have a monthly fee or anything, because I get it, if you're trying to cut costs. But anyway, these are just getting so cool, and it just takes a lot of effort to support them. That anyway, but I hate to do that too, Tony, because you've been. Like you were my favorite, you're just an awesome dude, so it's not like I'm trying to I don't know. This takes a lot of time, So yeah. Anyway, and I know you said you'd make sense, but I do appreciate you, man, and because I know you've been around for a long time, man. So and yeah, dude. Like Travis said, man, you gotta you take everything, give nothing back. Totally, man. Like I hate giving it back, but that's just the cost of tuition, right? I mean. And everyone pay. Oh, cool, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what I wanted to make it like. $25 a month for awesome indicators. I mean, I don't know. And then I don't know. I just eventually, yeah. I mean, I really think just the value proposition. I mean, aside, they honestly. I mean, I'm not going to admit out names, but I've used QuantView, right? 147. Do they have cool tools? Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I have better signals than they do. Just being honest. I mean, they have good stuff,
But 147 a month, I don't think you know what, I'm never gonna go that high ever. I don't care. I would rather not even do it. I just don't want to pay people. Yeah, I paid 150, 147 for a few months. At True Algo, I paid $200 a month for a bit there. True Algo has really good indicators, but still $200 a month. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're making $2,000 a day, I don't know, but still, I don't think we need to do that, right? I think as a community, it doesn't need to be. It shouldn't make people feel. I mean, trading enough. Trading is pressure enough, right? And anyway, I don't want to go too on a TED talk on the pricing. I just feel like I want to make it very economical, and because really at the end of the day, all you need is the GAN lines. Everything else that supports it. The whole goal is just to make it so we can be as smart as possible, honestly. So, I mean, you look at this, we get this nice bounce off this 745, and this kind of hovering, this kind of weird level, 58. So we'll see. Yeah, dude, I think $25 is pretty cheap, but at the same time, I'm a no-namer, man. Who am I, dude? I'm nobody, man. Well, I have like 200 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Like, I'm a nobody, right? But who have I met? Like you guys. I've met some awesome people. I'll take that all day. I don't, yeah, it would be cool to help more people, but at the same time, like, it's so awesome to have, like, amazing people. I don't know. Like, it's hard to describe. I honestly didn't expect to meet, like, not that I meet people, but, like, you chat with these, just like you guys. It's been awesome. Like, that's probably been the best part about it. And, like, I have a guy named Cycling, he likes the deltas, but he's like, hey, can you make one that has the ASI? And I've never even heard of the ASI indicator, so I've almost got that one done. I have the deltas, and thanks to him, actually, the deltas will be even better. I still have to work out a couple things, but I have a version of the deltas that's actually better than this. And then I actually have another indicator that has really kick-ass signals too. I mean, I don't know if it'll beat these. Tony, once, man, I did a whole video on how you can basically inside this the balance here. Yeah, I did a whole video on basically you can customize. So if you move, like, let's say if you move this down a little bit, it's going to give you more signals, right? But if you want to be less risk averse, just bump it up a little bit, and then it's going to give you more high probability signals, but less. So, but look at that! Look how awesome they are! Like, this still, look at that. It has not told you to buy just yet. I don't know. I think it's amazing. Yeah, dude. I mean, we have an awesome group, man. Like, I don't mean it. I hate. Sometimes I feel bad about posting my P&L because I feel like it's only just like I'm trying to get people, like, you can do it, right? Like, I know it's hard. Like, we all have bad days, but, like, I'm trying to get it across that, dude, you guys, like, man, you guys can do it, and like, I can do it. Like, you get to the point where if you do it long enough, you just feel like you can do it, right? And so for me, it's not even about the P&L, right? I mean, obviously it is. You want money, but I like the process of it, right? I enjoy now, like, okay, again, I was making a stupid video, but I love this, man. I love that. Like, the market came up to 124, tapped it, everything's in alignment, you follow your process. So you take, if you're wrong, so be it, but you catch, you just follow the process, right? And same as here, right? Came down, retraced to 103, just you follow your process. Who cares if you have 1 micro, 100 micros, whatever you can do that makes sense for your account, you just follow your process. Oh, thanks, Eric. Yeah, dude, I mean, to me, at the end of the day, do your tools work or not, right? I mean, like, if you're trying to sell an indicator for $200 a month, you're clearly in the business trying to make money off the trader trying to make it. And we all know that likely, I went through the stage where you're going to go through a few evals, right? The cost of entry to trading is expensive. So I'm trying to help that a little bit, right? I mean, I can't, it's hard to be 100% because, But yeah, I mean, I feel like if I can help people with that aspect, then, you know, I don't know. To me, that's the fun part, when you can just, when you show, like, I love showing people like the GAN levels for the first time, and they're like, what? Like, wait, it retraced at 58? Like, look at that. A little adult, I mean, you didn't have to cast that much. Look at that. It's just amazing to me every time I teach someone new. Again, when someone showed me the GAN levels, I'm like, no, you kidding me? That's how pro traders do it. It's like, oh man. So yeah, there's the elite. Yeah, that's part of the. So when you pay the $25 a month, you get all this the free the ones that were like with Travis. You get the founding stuff, but then the 25 also includes. You get the elite signals here, but then you're also getting this brand new volume analysis indicator, and you're also getting the Pro Scalper, which the Pro Scalper is just a better version of the main, which is free. It's almost the same, but there is better logic with this NQ GAN. I mean, it says NQ, you can use it for other assets, but thanks to a member, this one actually is even to get better than it is now, because I have more filters that make it even better. So I won't remove it, but I'll just be adding another version of. It's almost like I call these like GAN assistants. So you have this. I call this a really elite one. This big volume. This is a really cool indicator. The only downside to this one is you'll see on a video that you do have to plot the levels. I mean, I tried for hours and hours and hours to code it where you didn't have to, but it doesn't take that long, and that's why this volume one is only daily. So basically, you just plot the levels in, right? So once you get them plotted, then it turns this thing into magic. It just gives you so much to play off of it. It gives you all these metrics, what to do between. Sometimes do you sit on your hands between levels? And then ultimately, as we all know, at the level, it gives you just some good ideas or extra confirmation what to do at a level. And that's what I'm really designing everything going forward is, in between levels, tricky on a daily, and that's where you can switch to an hour GAN or a 4 hour. But again, I'm looking for the best trades of the day, so that's why I'm kind of starting off really pushing at daily is the best. So let's focus on the best trades. But then I know we have what I call the Eric trades, which are the hourly, right? So I'm not saying you can't use the hourly, but GAN has the daily, right, has more significance than the hour. But starting off new, you can definitely go. You can change it to the 60-minute, right? You're just gonna have more lines, and you can see it does still pretty well. And so you just have less. You're gonna have your profit. Your take profits are gonna be smaller, but that's a good place to start, because if you're getting 1 Eric, 2 Eric, 3 Erics versus mine, the Joe version of it. I call it the Eric because Eric loves the daily or the hourly. So it's just a different mindset as you practice. I prefer daily, but the hourly does work nice too. I mean, especially when you get into it, as the market slows down, you can definitely switch to the hour gain. Then the volume won't be the same. So eventually I'll have the volume indicator one for I'll have one for 4 hour, and I'll have one for hourly too. So that's where it's like, okay, for $25 a month, I'm just gonna keep, as you probably know, I'm just gonna keep pushing this, right, to adapt it to people in the community, and that's where you can, in feedback, you can say, hey, Jat, I like to trade like this. I'll do the best I can to create something that works for you, as long as it's somewhat related to the GAN, right? Because that's kind of my niche and my kind of like where I love to trade. But yeah, feedback channel. If you have a good trade idea about how to make GAN level trading better, then I'll do what I can to create another assistant or whatever you call it. Like I guess I'd call it a companion indicator that helps us trade from GAN to GAN, right? So anyway, yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. It's been really fun. So I'll shut up for a second here. Oh, cool, Tony. Let me get your. I'll get you added right now, man. Thanks for signing up, Tony. Hey, Tony, real quick. I'm gonna email you real quick. Send me your trading view username. I know I can find it, but just email it to me real quick, and then I'll add it right now. So thanks, Tony, man, for signing up, dude. That's very cool of you, dude. I will add you right now. So I'm going to click away just for a second here because I'm going to add Tony here real quick. So there you go. Look at how it's bouncing off that. Yeah, so Tony, send me your username real quick, and then I'll add you to the new ones right now. That's cool. I mean, look at that. So cool. Thanks, Tony. Look at this bounce off the 58 with the volume. So you can see where I was yapping away here. That would have been. Let's see. I just another community I was in. That was my. Oh man. Yeah, dude. There's so much out there, and that's the thing. I don't expect to grow that much. Because trading. There's so. That's cool. Like, there's a lot of trading communities out there, and I don't know. They can be expensive, or they can be, I don't know, kind of BS. I don't know. I'm not gonna rip on anybody. I've been in so many trading rooms, and I know there's a lot of people that have good intentions. And Blue Skies, honestly, their live room is kick-ass. Mike, where I learned the GAN levels from, he's not. I don't feel like he's fake whatsoever. Like, I've been part of. I'm not saying Tops is bad, but like their live room to me is kind of a joke. Like, it's just, they're all laughing half the time. They'll fade people that are like kind of like messing up. I don't know. I haven't been in their room forever because it wasn't helpful for me. And eventually, when we get our core group, I'll move off YouTube more and more and just do Discord so we can be live and not have the stupid delay, so I can even be more helpful. But really, if anyone that signs up with me, I'm happy to do like what do you call it, like an onboarding call, like an hour, I don't know, half hour, whatever you need. I don't care if it helps you, right? So, because I know levels can be a little weird, because oftentimes it will blow through a level, and it can make it just. The trading is kind of weird that way, but we all know though it does create a structure for you once you understand them too. So, but yeah, Drew, I feel you there, man. Like, you just gotta find what gives you. I guess also, sometimes it's about your personality, right? Like, trading GAN levels just might not be a good fit for somebody. I totally get that. Like, for me, it fits, but I get some people they're like I've showed it to some pretty smart people, and they're like, dude, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, I get it, no worries, no worries, So, and for you, Drew, I don't know which community you're in, but it might have just been more of a personality thing or something, but I don't know. That's what I feel like half trading is, finding what fits, kind of what works for you, right? Because there's a million ways to trade, millions, like it's infinite. But what's going to make you profitable day in, day out, as much as possible. So, I'm going to take a fake long here. Don't follow me. I'm just playing the volume and the fact that it's bouncing off 58 right now. Again, this is a practice trade. Again, I'm not telling you, don't follow me right now, because I'm in my demo account. If I was live, I would tell you, and I'd do it like, okay, guys, this is like real, but this is a fake trade. It might not, if it doesn't hold above 58, I'll get out. But this is just a practice trade, and just playing off this 58 to see if we can catch a bid 203. And let me check my email real quick, because I think Tony just emailed me. So thanks, Tony. Let me get you. Oh, cool. Yeah, now I recognize your. I recognize your handle. 1 second here. Yeah, thanks for the feedback, Tony. Cool. I appreciate that. Cool. Let me. I'm going. You're in, Travis. You're in. You're in, Travis. Okay, let's see here. You'll just need to refresh here a minute, Tony. 1 second here. So the Scalper Pro, the daily Volume. Sure thing, Tony, man. I appreciate you, dude. That's really cool of you to support me, man. You know, a no-namer on YouTube you're supporting. I'm a nobody. It's okay. So let's add here. All right, Tony, I think you should have everything. Let me just verify. Let's check one more thing. So make sure you have access to, yeah, you already have. Yeah, so Tony, you're all set, dude. Just refresh your indicator page, and you should have them. So you should be all set. And look at that. I wish that was a real trade now. Look at this. Look at this awesome long off the 58 with the volume. I'm not a magician or anything, but look how awesome that is. 2K. Oh, man. Oh, Travis, you deleted your message? You can't retract messages, Travis. Bring it back. Yeah, dude, that was a great long. Look at that. Dude, what a freaking awesome long. So look at that. You have the deltas confirming long. You have the volume, and then see, that's why I tell people the signals are good, but nothing beats levels and confirmation. I mean, signals are cool, right? But I can't get a signal that's. I mean, one day maybe I can get a signal to right off a level with volume, but man, it's just hard to get signals that, because signals have 5 or 6 logical pieces built in. So it's kind of cool though, right? It gives you confidence. I do love them, but you still can never beat a level with confirmation, right? I could have scalped that out 2K. I mean, I might hold on to that. Look at that, look, guys. Oh man, sorry. I love when the trade is like just kicking ass. Oh man, look at this. Kicking ass. Oh, look at this thing. Oh my gosh. This is freaking amazing. Oh man. Kicking ass right now. Oh man, I love it. It's so fun. I think this is hilarious. I'll put a stop loss in to be responsible, even though I'm on a freaking demo. Oh, it's kicking ass, man. Man, this is amazing. It's up 3K almost. Oh, dude. This always makes me laugh. Oh, man. It's hilarious. So, yeah, I mean, if I was in real money, I'm kind of in this kind of weird, I'm going to take off, to lock in, lock in some money because I don't want to be greedy or anything. So that's how I trade. I don't, sometimes I'll do, full lots, GAN to GAN, but a lot of times I like to, I don't want to give anything too much back. And look at this thing, guys. Oh my God. It might be a full GAN, and I got in kind of late because I was dinking around, helping Tony out. Just kidding. No, actually, I think I got in before. I can't blame Tony. I think I put the trade in. But I think we're about to go GAN to GAN. Oh, man. I don't know why it makes me laugh. It's so funny. Oh man. I guess I remember the days of fighting this. I'd be I would fight this freaking short, and then I'm well, then I'd fight this long. Give me nothing back. That's right. I just remember being like that. I would miss the freaking. I'd be fighting the short, and then well, fuck. I gotta get short now, and then the market's going long, right? So you fight both. I don't know. Not that doesn't happen still, but when levels, it happens less. So that's why I'm laughing, because this is just kicking ass, and I wasn't even trying. So yeah, I love when you're not even trying and you're kicking ass. That's what's Oh man, what a day job, man. Just buying on a freaking candle at a level. I mean, I think it's hilarious. Can we get to 03? Come on, look at this. Gets at 97. Oh man, this is so funny. What an awesome trade. Hope, yeah. I know someone, was who went long? Was Travis went long? Is that the only one? Hopefully the other went long. But who knows? I mean, I'm not saying to stay long. I mean, the second Trump will say tariff, as JP will say, then the market just tanks. So watch out for what Trump's going to say in the next minute. It's like crazy. Now you have to have an app for when Trump's going to speak, because man, all of a sudden he talks, and who knows? It's crazy. But I can shut up for a second. I shouldn't be laughing. It's just an awesome trade. I mean, it's amazing. Amazing. Anybody else go along there or sitting on their hands? You got anyone else practicing? Anyone else have any thoughts? You guys are quiet, man. Quietly making some bucks. Tony. I wish I had your last name. I don't know how you never pronounce that. Bucor. See, that's a cool name. Johansson. My name is Hanson, you know. Tony Bucor. Now that's a name. However, I probably butchered it, but you know. Now that's a cool name. Dude, you're done, King? That's awesome, dude. What were you doing? Did you short? Did you long? Did you anything you can share? What did you do, man? That's awesome. If you, I love it, dude. If you shut it down, hopefully that's a good thing. You know, sometimes we shut it down on a bad day, but knowing you probably killed it. Hopefully. Am I close, Tony? I didn't totally. Bucor. I'm jealous. I just can keep saying that because I'm just jealous. I don't have a cool name. Yeah, see, it's kind of coming back here. Short twice. Oh, okay. Nice, dude. Where did you short at? Did you short near the 03 at all, or did you short the 50-58? Just kind of curious, what level were you seeing? Two shorts, I love it. That's all you need, man. A couple of trades. Okay, good enough. I'm glad I didn't totally, slaughter it. It almost sounds French or something. I don't know what your heritage is, but cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, shoot. 03 to 08. Wow, dude. Freaking awesome. King. The king. I love it, dude. That is, I mean, oh man. And King, this is, did you ever heard of GAN trading before you joined us? I'm just curious. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I think you're new to GAN, right? French, sweet. I love it. I'm glad I took some off that even though it was demo. See, it didn't, man, you'd think the market would kind of gone to 03, but maybe it still will, but, But man, killer trade there, the king. 03 to 58. Man, beautiful. Yeah, I bet you made your money quick there because it just, it flushed down nicely there. That was a really clean move on the daily GAN. Not like this freaking grind, when it goes going up, it's just kind of like makes you want to go crazy. But if I would have had a really good entry, my entry was way late. Okay, years ago in Forex, cool. All right, cool, man. Well, you've been trading a while then. Wow, nice, dude. That's awesome. You're still doing it. a lot of people that trade that long, don't last because the game is brutal. So kudos, man, that you're, you probably know a ton. See, I mean, look at how late I got in. I should have been in like at 65, right? But anyway, it just shows you that you don't have to be perfect about it. But it's nice when you get more precise. That's what I love about the GAN levels, is that you can really have such precise. Like, you don't have to worry about trying to catch the bottom, right? Like, you don't want to. I mean, I guess in theory, if you're really aggressive on micros, you could have seen like, oh, this, if the market was like kind of, and I guess I shouldn't even teach that, but you can see how it really flipped up off the 45, but that's pretty fast action. So I mean, I would never want to teach anyone new to trying to catch that bottom, because it's just too stressful. I feel like it's better to wait for price action, wait for the whatever energy, whatever you call it, volume, and then look at this. And that's where it's not perfect trading, because we didn't even get an entry at the 03 to short it. So that's where this time of day, you take your profit, and that's where again, that's why every trading style is different, because I'm sure there's another type of trade where that's where if you're at the hourly, or let's say like let's just do the 4 hour, because the daily sometimes doesn't always give you. Actually, let's just go to the hour. That's the slight downside to the daily. That's where maybe you have both of them up, because even the hourly didn't give us really an entry, did it? Yeah, so sometimes, again, it doesn't always give you the entry that you want, right? So, but luckily for us, it does offer many opportunities. I mean, right? It already gave you the best trades of the day. Now, did we get the 03 set up? No, so that, that's, of course, nothing's perfect, so that's where the levels aren't always perfect. But on the hourly, though, you could have shorted. Well, that would have been pretty quick. It just didn't. You could have been watching this, and so I would never call that like an A+ trade to short, because I guess you could say, well, I didn't get the 03, but yeah, again, it's just not A+ for me, right? Where you're kind of in the middle of the daily, but you could, in theory, you could have scalped off the hourly 35 down to the 67, but that was so quick. I mean, you would have had to take your profit, because look at snapping up so fast. But if you had brackets in, like if you're with like Take Profit Trader, where you pretty much have to have take profit, you have to have your brackets set up, because you can't have any like drawdown, really intraday drawdown, right? At least I think in the eval part. I forget if it's live, if that goes away eventually, but you can see how it just bounced off 67 like a flash, right? It just snapped up. So that's where levels trading at this time frame can be a little tricky on your entries, and where you will get up. Sometimes you'll get burned on occasion, because that's just how it works. But as long as you're not over leveraging, you can take a couple times. Like if let's say you made a mistake here, and which I've done, of course, because you can't always be perfect. Your mistakes are minimal, and you can withstand a couple times where maybe you're wrong, and then you wait for a better setup. So, but yeah, this right now is a little trickier. I mean, it's always tricky. It's just right now, I'd say, is this like an A+ time to catch something? That's all I guess I could say. Because if we go off the daily, which is my favorite, we're kind of in no man's land, right? We're going to be in the middle of the range, and you can see how it almost got to 58 again, and now we're kind of in this kind of weird no man's land. So it's like 50-50, as CJ would say. It could go long, but you can kind of feel the energy. I don't like to say it feels, but everything at least is bullish when it comes to some of these things, right? I mean, the candles are obviously bullish, but is it going to raise up? Again, this is a practice trade. If I, it was like, okay, I'm going to scalp a little bit just to see. So I'll definitely have like a tight stop, 970, and we'll see if this works out, right? I mean, this is where I'd be like, I'm not loving it, but I'm favoring that it's bouncing off the 58, let's see if we can get back to 03. And you can see this is already a good scalp where I could have made $700 on 2 contracts. I could be done, right? Like a quick scalp. Look at that. So I could be, oh, you know what? I'm up $1,500, done. $400, see, $450, right? So there's ways to trade. You don't always have to hold like I do from GAN to GAN. Sometimes you find a good level, dude, get the hell out, right? Take your money, like that trade, right? It wasn't like I was in love with it, but I liked it better than shorting it, so I got in. So that's just like as a practice trade of taking your $400 off the table. I could have stayed in it, because look at this thing, it's going, right? And then could I be mad at myself that I didn't stay in it? Well, no, because I didn't love this level, but I liked it enough to take a trade in it, so I scalped. So that's how I'll make. Sometimes I'll, if I'm in an eval or just trying to grow an account on a small, just sometimes you just take your profits like that because you're just in that middle of a range. And so anyway, just that's what I'll do. That's where you can practice too. Like if the king's done, then he can go into practice mode and practice. That's why I put these kind of funky lines here. I can get into these more later, but yellow is really where price has been bouncing the most. The outside lines where price is, could get to, but yellow it just helps you kind of navigate in between the lines, and you can shut them off too. I almost forget about them, but they are kind of a handy tool when you're between levels, or even when you're at a level. Like you're definitely gonna have a better entry when you're at the yellow than versus if you're at the gray, right? You can see how price is pushing on the gray now, and that would have been a good long. I made my 450 or whatever in demo, but there was no deltas, there was no green volume bars, but everything else was pretty bullish. It's just it wasn't like an amazing. Look at this thing. I mean, it was an awesome trade. It was perfect. Perfect trade, perfect scalp. So I'm like, man, I don't think I've lost this morning. Is that cocky or what? I don't lose trades. People will leave now. They're like, that Jat's a cocky SOB. He never loses. He never posts in his Discord that he loses. Well, I don't lose that often. I mean, of course I lose, but it's pretty rare that I'm red on a day. I mean, I don't know. That's what's so cool about this way of trading. With micros, man, you can just, you just get so much confidence trading, and then you just start moving to minis, and then you just kind of forget about the number, and then all of a sudden you have 2K days, and on last week I'll have a 45K day on demo, which, I want that to be real. Like by summer, I want to have, some big accounts where I can put on a 10 lot, but I want to have a good buffer, right? I mean, if I'm wrong on that trade, it would suck because I'd lose like about $2,500. So, I want to have like a 30K account where I can withstand, if I'm wrong, then I won't be mad. But I don't want to do that on a small account where if I do that, then I lose the account, right? But that's why I'm going to wait. So hopefully by the summer, I'll have a monster 30K account that I can put a 10 lot on and have a 30K day, and I won't be stressed about it. It'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I followed my process. I waited for my levels, waited for my confirmation. Oh, and it went daily to daily, and I won't be like, oh, like it won't be a big deal, right? Like it's not like you'll be sweating or anything. Like it just becomes a natural process to what you're doing. That's how I look at trading. If I'm nervous about something, then get the hell out. That means you're over leveraging. Like if you're nervous, that should be an indicator you're doing something wrong. That's how I look at it, right? Maybe you guys can tell me wrong, but if you're nervous taking on a trade, you're likely doing something wrong. Because if you're trading levels with confirmation, you should be able to put on a trade and not be nervous, and you should be okay being wrong. Like if you take a trade at the 58 and you're wrong, you should be okay with it because you know what, you're at a good level. You're going to be wrong on occasion, and just like the king. When he shorted near the 03, he should have been okay if he was wrong because that's his life. But he played it right. He got down and took profit at the 58. He played the process perfectly, right? So that's how I look at it. follow the process and don't. The second you find yourself stressed about something, then freaking stop, right? If you're not calm, just stop. Don't do that to yourself, right? Don't make this like, don't let it ruin your day, you know what I mean? Ruin your weekend, whatever. I've done that so many times on a Friday, trying for something, and what does that do? Then you have 2 days to sulk, right? You have 2 days to like, fuck, man. You just I don't know. Now, if you're wrong on a level and you leverage it right, you know what? It didn't hurt you. So what? You're red on the day. Big deal. That's how you look at the month. Look at the month, the week, right? We're gonna have red days, but usually if you're red, it's because you over leveraged or you forced it. That's usually when I'm wrong. Even now, like if I have a bad day, it's not really the levels are wrong. It's that I was forcing something that wasn't there, right? But that's the market can play tricks on us, right? If we start the chart long enough, we're gonna start seeing ghosts, and we'll likely start seeing things that aren't there. So, like for now, like let's say you missed everything. You missed the 03 short to the 58. You missed the bounce off the 58 to not even the 03. Well, maybe you're done for the day. You know what? You just check out. Or you go into practice mode. But just don't force something, right? Yeah, dude. Red Fridays are just now it's not as bad. But they still now it's kind of like I'll sulk for that on that Friday night, have a drink or something. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you're over trading, right? That's usually what over trading is. Just a system of we're usually at least when I start over trading, it's because I'm mad at something that it didn't go my way. All right, we know all that. It's like all those negative emotions pop up, and then you start not giving a fuck. Whenever I have that thought, man, then I'm screwed. And that's where I just stop. Or what you do is, what on a lot of my accounts now is I have a daily stop where. Like if I'm down like 700, like it locks me out, so I can't totally go on tilt. Like I can go on tilt, but it won't wreck me. Like it'll make me mad that it locks my account out, but it won't wreck me. So I don't know if you guys ever do that. Put limits on yourself because we're human. Maybe you didn't sleep very well. I read a study. I mean, we all know this. Like if you don't sleep well, they say like it wrecks your decision making by a lot. So like and it's so hard, like because you wake up and you want to trade. Well, man, if you didn't sleep well and you're not making good decisions, it's so easy to get wrecked. And then it's like it's almost like a haze, right? If you're over traded or you whatever, you're mad. Then after you wake up, like whatever, like an hour later, you look back at the chart and you're like, man, I was not at all clearly on, is not on, right? We were just doing weird shit. And maybe it was because you didn't sleep well. Maybe, right? That's where those emotions, that's like the lead indicator, which is like the hardest thing. How do you tell yourself, what, today I'm not on my game. I'm not going to trade. That's kind of like, I think when you evolve to that level, then you've got something when you can really say, I don't have to trade today because I didn't sleep well. I was up all night working or whatever, right? Whatever reason it is, if you can evolve to that point, I think you definitely have a chance to make it as a trader. It's when you're always trying to trade all the time. It's like you're trying to prove something to somebody. And you don't need to prove anything to anybody, right? Sitting on our hands is almost more important than trading, right? I don't know. Sorry if I'm probably boring you guys to death here. We should shut up. Can someone else speak? Eric, can you get on here and say something? I'm tired. I'm probably telling you guys all this shit that you already know, so sorry. A lot of it's probably in my own head, just telling myself, reliving some of my trauma of just getting my ass kicked in the market. The trauma of NQ destroying my weekend. But then, you battle back. Right, then that's when I go to my AI therapist and I talk to my AI therapist about what I did wrong. Well, now I take 3 trades. If I hit 2 wins in a row, man, dude, that's killer, dude. Seriously, that's That's the kind of, trading at your certain time frame, setting rules like that, dude. I love to hear that. That means that you're process oriented. Man, that's the kind of traders that I like to be around. Not that I don't like people, but I've been in trading rooms where like, oh man, I just blew another account today. I'm like, I get it. That can happen. But when you're around people that do that all the time, dude, get a process, right? We have to be, man, you have to move forward, man. You can't just blow account, which, I've already done that. Now it's time to grow. It's time to grow these accounts, And we don't make mistakes, but we shouldn't repeat these mistakes over and over again, hopefully, right? That's just like insanity. We all know that, right? So I love to hear that, dude. 3 trades, man. 2 wins in a row, I stopped. Man. See, I don't know if I have a hard code rule like that. I mean, I should, that's something to think about. I definitely will stop, right? If I get a daily level, I don't have to keep trading, but that's awesome, man. I love that, King. That's a good one. That's a really good one to follow. It's just so, it's always so tempting, right? We can always just start clicking. That's what the downside for me, having ADD or ADHD a little bit, right? There's always something you can see. Like, is there a long right here? Well, let's see. Let's just pretend, okay? If I haven't made any money today, is this a profitable? Okay, what's the most? What should we do right here? Right? Just trying to think. If I haven't made any money, let's see. We're in the middle of the level. It's just bouncing around. There's no green bars. I'd have to say don't do anything. So that'd be practicing. Okay, I could go long here because it feels like it's going to go long. Well, what's your process? Is this really a good long here? Like, it might fit. If it is, cool. But I guess for me, it's not near a daily GAN level. I'm not getting any green bars. Yes, I see it's going up. Yes, I'm not stupid, right? It's going up right now. But is it following my plan? Or I could be like, the King. I already got my, my profit. Switch to practice mode, and then I guess you could practice long. But for me, when I'm practicing, I try to make it as real as possible. And for me, this does not meet a criteria for an A+ trade. Because we already know, we only need to take a few trades a week to be profitable. I mean, futures are the way you trade futures, right, is different. You don't need to trade every day because the money is so good. That's what's so amazing about futures, is that, man, it's beautiful. You don't have to trade every day because the money is so freaking good, especially on minis. Micros is really good too. You can, on 5 contracts, 10 contracts, I've had multiple days where you're having $1,000 days just doing micros. And talk about not sweating, putting on a 5 micro, man, I can do that all day long and not sweat anything, right? Especially when the market's not being that crazy right now. It's kind of slowed down. You can kind of wait for a level on a 5 micro, and you're not going to be sweating about if you're wrong or right. You're like, oh, cool, I just made a couple $100. Oh, cool, I lost 150. You can bounce back from 150, right? That doesn't hurt you, right? But if you go, full throttle on a 5 mini, well, then that, when you're wrong, that can blow your day, which, you don't want that feeling, right? I don't like blowing your day up on a 1 trade. If you have a couple level trades that go wrong and you're down 500 and you followed your process, then that's a different red day than, going full throttle and losing your mind because you're just being stupid about it, right? So anyway, but I love that, King. Very good stuff, dude. Give me a second, guys. I gotta get my dog out. So 1 second here. Come here, buddy. Cool. Anything good happen here? Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that bounce off the 58. Pretty crazy. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, so yeah, glad you guys tuned in on this Monday, man. What a cool day. What a cool day. Probably done here pretty soon. I don't, unless you guys have any questions, but the market's just kind of, I already hit my trade for the day and talked your ears off. So unless anyone has any other questions, I'll probably dip here. But yeah, it's been awesome. I appreciate all you guys. It's been an awesome morning. Plenty of good trades, man. Plenty of good trades. I love these new indicators, honestly. You know, get a little crazy, but these three main ones, man, are kick-ass. And I've got a couple more coming out not next week, maybe next week. But man, almost don't need to at this point. Like, these indicators are just killing it. And again, you don't need indicators, right? Just play levels, man, with some volume or some confirmation. That's a nice, could have scalped right off that 58, taken some. You didn't have to take all of it. Look at that. What a beautiful scalp that was. If someone took that, that's just beautiful. It's almost too easy. Give me a break. It comes right down here, low risk. Is there anything easier? Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I'll probably take off. This is crazy. It's like, look at that, 58. That's just the easy money. Easy freaking money. It's not always like that. Of course, it could blow through here, but you let it go through, and then you see this indecision candle, or even you just get in right at the 64-ish. Look at that. What an easy scalp. Yeah, all these in the green confirmation. It's coming back, but that's where you could have just taken your money. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to do it, but that's freaking awesome. But yeah, thanks, guys. I will probably be on. I don't know if we'll be on tomorrow or not. Just depends if people like it or not. I don't want to bore you guys to death. But I do love trading. So, but yeah, thanks, guys. I will catch you later on.